Look, if you make urinals all children's size, here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's going to make more of a sport of it. Everybody, oh, men have bad aim. Oh, men have bad aim. You ever seen men go to the bathroom? Why are you looking at men going to the bathroom? How do all these, oh, they got bad aim. Oh, they can't hit the toilet. So give them smaller urinals, and we'll make a game of it.
Give them high urinals.
If you make a game of it, I bet men will be more interested in doing
you're
well.
saying that the ridge should be here, you're trying to shoot it up over
hey,
the ridge.
Let me tell you a story.
That'd be fun.
Speaking of urinals, the other night I was in a bar, a local bar area.
Yeah.
And I go in this bar area, and so I started getting a little hammered. And I told Jay was in there.
We're not on camera. If you know.
I told Jay on there. I said, hey, look, man, I'm gonna get drunk, and I'm gonna throw up all over my shirt like I always do. And the girlfriend's gonna get mad at me because it's during the week. It wasn't like a Friday night or nothing. I didn't want to get all drunk and look all stupid in the middle of the week.
Right.
And he's like, no, look, check it out. Here's what you do. If you throw up on your shirt, you get all fucked up. Look, you blame on somebody else. It was a drunkard at the bar, threw up all over himself. And look, Jay took a $10 bill and he stuck it in my shirt pocket. And he said, now you say that somebody else threw up on your shirt, and they're offered to pay for the damage, so to speak.
Okay.
That was a great idea. So of course I got just shit drunk, threw up on my shirt like I always do, and then I go home and girlfriend's here. It's a bad situation. It's the middle of the week. You're all drunk. You threw up on your shirt. I'm like, no. I didn't actually throw up on my shirt because if you look, it was another guy in the bar was all drunk and being stupid, and threw up on my shirt.
Yeah.
And say, see, he left me $10 in my shirt pocket here to pay for the damages. And so the girlfriend goes up and looks in the pocket, and she pulls out, and she was like, well, this is a $20 bill. And I was like, yeah, but he also shit in my pants too. Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Sorry we couldn't be with you last week. Unforeseen circumstances, hurricane related, also my health related. If you remember a couple weeks ago, me and Jay did the show over here, and I was talking about, I feel kind of like I got a fever, but I'm doing this show anyway. So I kind of kept these fevers on and off for that was like 2 weeks.
I don't know what's going on.
That's really why I stopped. I didn't do the show last week. It's the fever. And so this past week it's still kind of been sketchy at night. I've been feeling real bad. During the day I can kind of make do. And all of a sudden today, I got to work today and had some caffeine and a little coffee and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I take a leak. So I go over and I take a piss. And I'm like, it's clear. I mean, for 2 weeks my urine has looked like motor oil or tobacco spit. And all of a sudden today it was clear. And I had another piss later on in the day and I'm clear. And I'm like, I feel pretty good. I'm not taking any medicine. I ain't taking no medicine. It's a Friday night feeling. It's back. It's back. Everything's back, and it happened on a Friday. And I don't think that's a fucking coincidence. I think it's just letting your body do its thing, and it brought me back on a Friday, on purpose.
Okay.
So I'm feeling it, man. Glad to be back on Friday night doing a program. I don't know if we'll do a program next week. I don't even think I've said it on the show. No, I did it because I talked about the harmonica thing. The 5 L's, my band's got a little show next Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'll probably do a show Friday.
Blind Tiger?
Blind Tiger in Greensboro.
The Flying Tiger?
Hey, you guys, drive up, man.
I'm going to try to drive up. I've never seen you guys, to be honest with you.
It will literally be the last time.
Isn't that crazy?
You said that last time.
I know.
You always said, you're like Kiss.
That's
the farewell tour.
People call us the local Kiss.
Your money corporate whore. People just throw money at you and you just do whatever.
Yeah, these are. Hey, turn up number 3 on that, Jay.
They can't-
Turn up number 3.
Turn up number 3. All the way left. Numero ocho.
How high?
All the way.
All the way. Just crank it up.
Crank it.
I'll crank it. All right.
There we go. Jay's on the mic.
Jay's cranking it.
As good as Jay gets, anyway.
Did you get emails from me?
The email, I saw it. Yeah, I got something. It looked like a.
Well, I sent you some pictures, but I also sent you a video.
Okay.
Hopefully you get those.
You see if I can get that.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me where you've been, Steve.
Well, I've been here. I've been there. I've been. Football season started.
F''B''M''L.
That's right. And I took it down. Took a friend of mine, Bad Benny, who's been on the program once before, I think.
Oh yeah, he
He
brought
brought
us
those dried insects we crunched on for Chit Chat
yeah.
from Dylan, I think it was.
It was. He stopped us south of the border.
And well, I took it. He's an App State grad, and I'm a Georgia grad. And I took him down to Athens for a little college football experience, like he never had. And it was a lot of fun. It was a good time that we had. Hung out with my old roommate. He has a really nice setup near campus for tailgating. Even has a little dish network, like a portable unit.
Well, that's cool.
That you just hit a button and it like finds the satellite, and we're sitting watching College Game Day while we're getting ready for the game. And we brought the moonshine, so everybody was really happy. Everybody's talking about the moonshine the whole time. Oh, there's moonshine from North Carolina.
Ah, yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun. A lot of fun. We had a good time. But I did get a chance to haunt some old spots. The record store that I cut my teeth on.
Really?
I mean, I bought records in Savannah before then, but going to college, and it was like the college local record shop, which is Wuxtree Records, which is
Sure.
I'm proudly wearing an old shirt I got from Wuxtree.
Yeah, man.
So that's where it all began for me in terms of a lot of the records, a lot of those '80s records you hear on the show.
Yeah.
That's where I probably got them at Wuxtree.
Nice.
But they've actually, I sent you a video. I don't know if you were able to get that or not.
I got a video. It's loaded in. Let's see. It's a 3GP. That should be good.
Let's see what happens. So this kind of tells the story of Wuxtree. Hopefully it plays correctly. We didn't practice this, so.
This wasn't part of a rehearsal.
Let's see what happens.
Feedback detected. Safe.
Okay. So there's no way to can you kill the audio and I can just tell you what's going on? Fuck it. Anyway, we showed up at Wuxtree and it was closed, but we just turned the corner and actually Wuxtree has expanded. And what was closed was all their their dollar record, their bargain bin stuff wasn't open at the time. This was
I'm gonna take
this was probably like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, just keep talking.
So 11 o'clock in the morning, we show up, realize around the corner is actually a bigger Wuxtree. They bought the place behind it and have really expanded. And so that's the old spot there.
Okay.
That's where I used to buy my records, right there. And I was like, oh, Wuxtree's is closed, bummer. No, actually, bummer, Wuxtree's is right here, So this is the new, bigger, better Wuxtree.
Wow.
And I will say one thing cool about it is there's a lot of cool records, but I think their prices are decent. It's not like they're out to try and ream students, with prices on used records.
Right.
So I was able to pick up some stuff, and I'll be glad to show that for.
Does it start over?
It's looping. It's on
Okay.
like on the third play. So yeah, you can stop it.
Okay.
You can stop it.
All right.
So we shot. Me and Ben shot on his phone, and we thought we had something cool, but we didn't. I didn't get the right format for it.
That's okay.
So.
It's a learning experience for all of us.
If I thought about it and I didn't think about it. In fact, I didn't think about it, send it to you just now. So.
Man, we since we did the show, man, a lot of people have croaked on us. It's been kind of crazy.
People that watch the show?
No.
Oh. That's good.
Don Williams died.
Thought this might be like The Ring.
Don Williams died.
Yeah, well, we played a little
Don Williams. We'll talk about that later. What's his face from Cannes?
Holger Kazuke.
Holger Kazuke. I always mess that up, so I'll let you say it.
Well, sadly enough, I didn't bring any can. My mind, I was doing family business and meant to bring some, didn't bring any.
And Grant Hart of
Husker Du.
Husker Du, which we played some of that, croaked on us. Pretty shitty, man.
That's some high fidelity music right there.
And right on the, as we came on to the show tonight,
somebody died?
I was taking my pre-show dump and read that Harry Dean Stanton died.
That one hurts bad.
It does, man.
I'm going to have to go back and watch...
that documentary.
No.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude. If you've never seen the Harry Dean Stanton documentary, it's just from a couple of years ago.
What's your favorite Harry Dean Stanton movie that he's in?
The Cowboy and the Frenchman.
Okay.
It's a short film he did for David Lynch. With the Frenchman, and he's speaking in French and going... And he's like doing traditional, like, stereotypical French things. They cut to the cowboy, who's Harry Dean Stanton, and he keeps going like, "Oh, what the hell?" It's so ridiculous.
I don't think I've seen that.
Other than that, now look, to me, Harry Dean Stanton is Red Dawn, clutching the fence. Boys, avenge me! I mean, that's some hairy shit right there.
What's the movie? Repo Man.
Sophie's
Repo Man.
Yeah.
You seen Repo Man?
Yeah.
I love Repo Man.
He plays a badass character in that show.
He plays a good character in that. But Escape from New York also, he plays Brain in Escape from New York. And I love Escape from New York.
Good call, Nate. Walter Becker from Steely Dan.
And Walter Becker, yeah.
Which is nuts. Because we didn't get to do the show
Well,
last
it has been a couple weeks, so.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're trying to catch up and figure out shit.
Yeah, our brains don't remember everything we're supposed to remember.
Let me tell you what. I was joking around. I've been sick as shit.
You have been.
Something's been wrong with me.
You probably should have gone to a doctor.
In a weird way.
You should have gone to a doctor.
Fever's only at night, dark urine, chills.
I'm telling you, it's diabetes, I think.
Now I fixed it. It's all good.
It'll be back.
No. Beat it. Numero uno. Number one. Oh, look, I'm recreating that picture I did when I was a kid. I'm wearing the same fucking hat. I just realized that.
Yep.
Wow. All right. What else was I going to talk about? I saw a cool new Radiohead video for a track that was for OK Computer.
Okay, not okay?
Yeah, they released it on that. I can't remember the name of the track. But here's why they said, I'm sure they're probably being a little tongue-in-cheek here. They said they didn't release the song because it would be such a big hit, they would get entirely too famous and really didn't want anything to do with it. That's the reason this song has been left out until now. It's a good song. I heard it and I'm like, all right. It's definitely Radiohead from OK Computer, Tom.
Speaking of songs left out until now,
yeah,
I have discovered at my local library,
a
lot of libraries have a site you can go to called Freegal where you enter your library card and there's a ton of stuff you can download, but you only get like 5 downloads a week, which is cool. I mean, it's better than none, but I've discovered this ton of Pink Floyd stuff that I've never seen before available.
Interesting.
Well, there's a law, there's a British law, it's like use it or lose it basically, and a lot of music, you'll see a lot of EPs coming out recently or stuff being released that's never been released before. It comes out because what happens is if these artists don't use this material that they did, it becomes public domain. So I discovered a ton of Pink Floyd stuff that wasn't released. A lot of the early stuff with Sid Barrett and some of the like early recordings, they've released them. But they did this a few years ago. I just didn't. They silently. It was like a very under the radar kind of release, just to put it out there. So it gives them 20 more years on their copyright of the materials that they did.
Huh.
So I've been actively trying to download some pretty cool.
And how many you get a
Floyd.
week?
5.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it might take a few weeks.
5 free tracks a week.
Take a few weeks to
Pretty
get
cool.
everything I need. A lot of some of it's live recordings, but a lot of it's some stuff that some of their. It's so funny to hear early Floyd, because it's a band. Their name is based on a couple American blues artists.
Yeah, right.
So
That's where they got that from, right?
So there's some blues songs. It's so great to hear Pink Floyd do the blues, because it has such a weird turn on it.
What's the stuff with the dog?
What?
The dog that hollers on the
Seamus?
on Pink Floyd stuff. There's a song where
Talking
they
about Seamus off Echoes?
yeah, Seamus.
You see him doing it on Pompeii.
Yeah,
It's like a big dog, like a not an Irish setter, but one of those.
but that's apparently a
long-haired.
thing. Like that type of dog will, if you play a harmonica,
Start howling.
it'll woo and do it right on. Right
I had a beagle that I could get to howl. His name was Floyd.
Hmm.
How about that?
Hey. I was going to bring up. This is a. They're going to reissue My Life in the Bush of Ghost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have that on vinyl?
I do, and I was looking for it, and I think it's down in my we played recently stack.
I love that album.
Yeah, I bought an OG that guy's probably worth some money now. But yeah, that's kind of all I have. I mean, there's some other news that we could get into.
That's Eno and Byrne, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great combination.
You know, in Burn,
Yep.
that's Make TV at 8 a.m. I believe.
Jay, get out of here.
You're thinking Burners and Shriver or whatever.
I think you're thinking of Bert
Burns
Ernie.
and
I think
Shriver.
he's thinking of Bert and Ernie.
Burns and Allen.
Oh, Bert and Ernie.
Burns and Allen.
Burns and Allen. There you go.
Fuck. Of course we got that right. We got it right. Hey everybody, calm down. We got it right. You guys ever get it right? Probably not. Probably not.
Man, I just came from the bathroom.
Yeah.
What's the deal with these urinals that are up to your waist? Like, are they saying, "Hey, get some pee on yourself" or what?
You got urinals in this house?
No, he went up the street.
Hey, are we gonna do a shot for the dearly departed?
Yeah, I just did the what we played.
Where's the tequila?
I don't know.
Freezer?
We go look. It might be in the freezer. It might be on the
I already
table.
threw up the what we played graphic, so I'll start meandering through some of these.
You might as well get started.
Yeah, I'll get started.
And also, where's our shot glasses?
No, they're not in here as well.
I don't think Jake,
First thing I
I
came
don't
in.
think Jake can handle all that.
That's a lot for Jay to handle. I mean,
Find it?
asking too much from the wounded. I pulled out a little Earl Scruggs Top of the World over in the country section. And this is some later Scruggs from like 83 CBS.
Later Scruggs.
And it's got...
Is he the one from Mount Airy, or is that the other guy? He's from Texas.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Flat.
Flat.
Flats.
Mount Airy.
That's the Mount Airy one.
Well, he's from Boone.
Yeah, it was more mountains, Steve. But let's see who's got this on here. Earl Scruggs is on here. Randy Scruggs. Let's see. I know they switched through some. They switched through some singers on here. The Burrito Brothers are on here.
Oh, wow.
Let's see who else is on here. Ricky Skaggs plays on here and sings on
Of
here.
course he does.
The Burrito Brothers. Clyde Brooks is on there. Hold that guy up, Jeff. You wouldn't mind.
Who's it? Ricky Skaggs touring with the Eagles?
I once got skags on my legs, and I got my uncle to help me peel them off of there. You ever get skags? Oh, it's a bad situation. You get one corner of it lifted up, and then you get your fingernails under it, and you just drag it right on off there.
But I tell them, hey man, they're just skags,
Hey.
Big Dad. We're gonna get past this stuff.
We're gonna get past these skags.
We're gonna get the skags figured out one of these days.
Honestly,
We got 9 more games to get these skags figured out, guys. We're gonna be just fine. I promise.
we're gonna be just fine. You guys want to get skags all over? I'll throw something out here. Something crazy I was telling Jay about earlier. So I've got this opportunity. I ran across this site where Matt Pike from Sleep and High on Fire is selling some of his pedals and stuff. And so I pulled up this pedal that he's selling, and it's pricey. I'll be honest.
pedal.
It's pricey.
Not what you get.
What are you getting?
It's called a
pedal. It's like right
It's called a Lone Wolf Audio Necronomicon Annihilation Machine Matt Pike
Necronomicon.
hand drawn one of a kind.
That's a big ass
Yeah.
title. You pay for just the title itself.
So the pedal maker says he was asked to come up with a balls to the wall, sledgehammer to the skull fuzz of ritual sacrifice. This is not for anyone trying to have a safe, acceptable, non-offensive fuzz tone. This is going to hurt you, your friends, your bandmates, your family's ears.
So here,
And this is something that Pike has had in his studio for a year. So I can buy this with custom stenciled pencil artwork, Annihilation Fuzz.
I'm going to interrupt you right there. So I didn't bring any limes, so I put lime juice in this little bowl, and I'm dipping it like you
Dipping
would,
bowls,
like
bro.
you would dip maybe triple sec maybe in a margarita, and then we got salt in this cup here, so we got a salted
like a rimmed glass.
salted rimmed glass. That's your glass.
Like a
Rim that
ribbed
thing.
chip.
And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one.
Okay.
You can go back to your
I've got
story
a
now.
great idea for the show.
What was I talking about?
That
Oh, so the
pedal with
pedal.
the bush lady
So
on it.
it's $300.
Oh, is it 300?
That's like right in line.
That's a lot of salt.
And if I wait, I could get Matt Pike to sign it and have the badass, custom-made, one-of-a-kind, just total saturation fuzz pedal, which
got a
is something I've been looking for.
great idea we can do for sweeps.
Jesus, that's a lot of salt.
Yes, my son.
I got a great idea we can do for sweeps.
What do you want to do for sweeps today? Get up in there, yell into
Why
it.
don't you just buy the thing?
Buy the
Buy
thing.
it on air right now. Buy it.
Buy it now price.
Come on,
300.
do it. Come on, you can
Buy it
do it.
live on the air.
Come on, you're not gonna talk them
It'll
down.
be here
Bye,
tomorrow.
bye.
It'll be here tomorrow.
Bye, bye, bye.
Okay, let's do this.
Bye, bye, bye.
For the dearly departed.
Okay, for
Look
the
at all
dearly
that-
departed,
look at all
all of
that.
our lovely musicians that have left us, we can only say to you, Skull, and leave us a place.
Walter Becker too. Did y'all mention him? Did we mention him last time, or was that?
God, that's salty.
Said the old woman to the sailor.
What about Richard Wright?
What about Richard
That's
Wright?
an anniversary death.
I don't know. Still, he died this day in
Oh,
2008.
did he?
This day.
Oh, that's why people are listening to Endless River.
I'll listen to it because I got other personal reasons.
Did you hear about Paul McCartney?
Jay,
Did you hear?
take it outside, Jay. Take that outside.
Did you hear the one about Paul McCartney? Hey, did you hear the one about Paul McCartney and the Fiat?
Jay, outside. That's a lot of salt, Steve.
That's too much salt.
Let me tell you when I heard about Paul McCartney, a Fiat, and a priest.
Now, I played this because I saw our good buddy.
Steve's ankles are swelling as we speak.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Let's not do that again. Let's just do my idea of dropping it in there first.
Drop balls. Chopper, sick balls. What would this have been? What year?
Abacab?
Abacab came out in
83.
81, so what would
81.
be the anniversary? It's coming up.
It would be it's the 36 year.
That doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
Now there's something, Sean posted something about an anniversary of this.
His birthday, and he went out and bought a copy of it, a OG.
something. Sean
Sean
posted a
did.
story.
I saw his picture.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Sean had a birthday. Oh, here it is, right here. Look who turns 36 years old today. That means 36 years ago today, I rode my bike across
See,
town.
I told you. Did I tell you 36?
Yep.
God damn it.
He rode his bike across town to Star Records to buy on release that. You know who has the same birthday as Sean?
Your dad.
Metal Theologian.
No shit. Are you kidding me?
Happy birthday to the metal man.
Yeah, both the guys. So Sean mentioned that. It's crazy. So
All right, so let's do a shot for Sean.
are we doing another one?
And Metal Theologian.
Doing a Sean Metal Theologian shot. Now, some of it wood. I'm going to slurp this up too. Some of it's on the table, Steve.
Well,
I'm gonna drink.
finish it there then.
I'll drink.
Start it here and finish it there.
Some metal records for Metal Theologian.
Skull.
That's the last of it.
That was like a high C.
Yeah. Table suckage. Oh, I'm not on the mic.
Sucking on that wood table.
Sucking on the table.
You know what happened to me this week?
What happened to you this week?
I took a wireless microphone and set it on top of a car, and I took off down the road, and it busted off on the highway.
You know,
And then they smashed it.
shit happens.
Yeah. No.
That's only about $1,000.
Yeah, it's only 1,000.
It's only a cool thou.
Oh, so we're into what we played.
What
Busted
did we play? Because I got here really late.
Also busted out after the Abacab, the Mean Machine, Jimmy McGriff, 76, Groove Merchant, solid grown man record night, staple. Had cats climbing on my records all week, and a couple of the new ones that they were climbing on that got me all mad and pissed off. Goat Snake, Black Age Blues. We listened to this is a double LP. Listen to side A, first night I got it. Listen to side B tonight. Good stuff, man. You guys remember a couple of weeks ago, Jay had no idea that Kenny Rogers was in a pseudo rock band in the early 70s.
First edition.
Jay didn't know that song. He's not singing.
What song?
Jay's not saying, yep, oh yeah.
You know, they did Ruby before Kenny did Ruby as a solo.
Yeah.
Roll Ruby.
That's what I think I played. Oh, I may have skipped that. But yeah, Jay's not seen Big Lebowski.
Okay. I haven't either.
You've never seen Big
No.
Lebowski? Are you serious?
I'm serious. I have it at home.
Both you guys would love it.
I know. I dig it the most.
This is a travesty.
Oh no, it's a crime.
But a lot of people know that song from that record, and I was telling Jay, look, it comes in this little flat. Mine's a shit. The copy is.
It's like
the
a Kiss record.
cover is shitty.
Was that Kenny
It's on
Rogers in the
Reprise.
new edition?
Yeah, first edition.
Sorry, I would say new edition. People laugh.
Is that really
Motown.
Oh look, the first song on side one,
Yeah.
Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town.
Yeah.
Is that really the cover?
Yeah.
No, is this
Yeah.
the real cover?
Yeah.
You sure?
So-
Pretty sure.
Just plain old silver.
I think
It's
so.
on Reprise.
Reprise.
Something's Burning, is that the song you're thinking? Reuben James.
Something.
What condition my condition is in?
Oh, What Condition My Condition. Is that on here?
Yeah.
Condition, my condition.
What's it called? I don't see the.
It's a parentheses song.
One of those.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving.
You know who wrote Ruby?
Tanya Tucker.
Jack-
Mel Tillis.
Jack
No.
Ruby.
Mel Tillis.
James.
Just Dropped In is the name of that song.
Just dropped in.
James Earl.
Just
Jones.
dropped into.
It's silver. I don't need to show you the rest of it because it's just.
It's a shitty.
silver.
It's a shitty cover anyway. Needed to just straighten things back
Why
out.
have
a
all your
little bit.
records up front here?
It's a situation.
They're
It's
sitting
a
in a
cat,
chair.
It's a cat
Cats are
situation.
back behind
Fucking
them.
cats.
New thing at Newport: John Coltrane and Archie Shepp. Impulse. Woo. This smokes.
It's like a double record.
Who's
live. Smokes.
Who is it?
Coltrane and Archie Shepp
Shep.
live at Newport.
Hmm.
Pretty.
What
smoking
year?
stuff.
What year at Newport?
Oh, I don't know. What is that?
Probably 68, 69. Let me see that.
Steve's gonna look at it. I know. Hey, I've had a fever for 2 weeks.
It's on the Impulse.
I've had a fever for 2 weeks. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys.
I'm looking it up.
Are you rocking for Jesus?
McCoy
I'm rocking for
Tyner
Jesus.
on piano.
Yeah, McCoy Tyner's on
Elvin
there.
Jones
Elvin
on
Jones.
drums.
It's like a great lineup.
Nice.
Jumped into a little High on Fire after that. This is the other record that was on the. Speaking of Matt Pike from Sleep.
1965, July 2nd, 1965.
That early, 65.
Yes.
A little later than I thought, actually.
Yes,
You-
sir.
Really? Later,
Like
Jay?
early 60s, like 60, 69.
Coltrane at Newport in 65.
Very cool. This High on Fire, it's the first High on Fire on that great colored green that I left on there. The cats are fucked up and whatever. But speaking of Matt Pike and just
my
super
cat,
saturated, nice fuzz, and just in your face. To me, that's what gladiators would listen to before they just went out and started just fucking each other up. Would be High on Fire. That's one of those bands. That is a primal band. I mean, it's not the heaviest of heavy I've ever heard, but it's like just the way that it's tuned and the way that the lyrics are, and
Some could be yours for only $300.
it's just a. If I was gonna fight somebody, it would be what I wanted to listen to before a fight. You know what I mean? It's got that vibe to it, which is important. It's important. It's important. I once knew a Cajun CEO of a company that was not in a Cajun area, that every time he said important, he would say important.
What was his name? Justin.
It was a local medical company that has places in Charlotte and Winston-Salem.
Was his name Justin?
You know, he would say, and this is why treating your patients with respect is so important. Like, do we cut? Do we cut, or is he going to say it like that every time? Hey, Steve, you know Jerry Jeff?
I don't know Jerry Jeff.
Jay?
Not till tonight, I didn't.
What do you know about Jerry?
Put it in your mouth.
What do you
put it in your
know
mouth.
about Jerry Jeff?
Earlier this week, somebody on the
Does
VC.
he even have a last name? Is Jeff his last name?
Oh, no.
Jerry Jeff Walker.
So earlier on the VC this week, somebody had posted some picture and was like, oh, it just jumped out at me because of the name, Jerry Jeff. And I'm like, seemed to be into it and like dug it. And I'm like, cool. And somebody that, I respect enough to be, a member of the page and posting pictures of records and what you're playing. You might have a little bit of something to say about music. Very rarely does somebody I'm just like, oh my God, your taste is so far away from mine that nothing you're going to post or show me about is anything I care anything about. There's probably been 2 or 3 people in the entire time I've seen that is like that. Because if, one guy's more of a classic rock guy, one guy's more of a metal guy, then you got a hip hop guy, but if you post it, I'm like, oh wait, that's something I will at least check out and then rule it out, if nothing else. So anyhow, so when people post things, the long story short, when people post things in the VC, I at least pay attention for a couple minutes, or at least retain the information long enough to. I'm zipping through my country folder over here, and I see some Jerry Jeff, and somebody post some this week.
Oh, you have Jerry Jeff.
Yeah, and it's there's an American flag, there's American flag boots, and this guy's making that number there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, God damn it, we're going to listen to some Jerry Jeff tonight. So this is Jerry Jeff Walker, I think is the name of the album. Jay?
Yeah, the other way, that's the other way
Okay.
around.
Jay says he goes by Jerry Jeff Walker, and the name of the album is
The name of the album is Jerry Jeff.
Jay is very adamant about this. This is 78 on Elektra. I mean, look
So
at
is
this.
this that disco country?
No.
Like that one song I played that was Johnny Paycheck. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
This has elements of country, 70s country.
Okay.
Almost a little Texas Roadhouse.
If you don't
slow
remember, one
blues.
thing you got to remember, 70s country was the mainstream pop music, basically.
Yeah. So it has elements of that, but there's times where it's like kind of rocking, like a little bit of blues influence. There's some nice slower songs that I would put into that singer-songwriter
Like Jerry Jeff.
Townes Van Zandt.
Okay.
Or,
okay.
you know what I mean? And like that kind of thing. If somebody's got something to say. It's not just, pull your girl close and put another dime in the jukebox because, we're going to slow dance. It actually has a little something larger to say, I think.
Okay.
But the first time really listening to this, I don't want to give him that kind of credit. right off the
Let's
bat.
not go off the bat.
Also, I'm delirious.
Let's not talk 3 minutes about Jerry Jeff.
Let's do a Jerry Jeff show. Hey, coming up on Christmas.
Let's get him on the.
No.
Let's get him on the shortwave.
On Christmas Eve this year, Grown Man Record Night is going to do a very Jerry Jeff Christmas. I'm not kidding. I've said it now. Hey, guys. Hey, on Christmas Eve, I don't give a fuck where you're at. You're going to your grandma's house? Fuck her. You going to give your kids presents? Fuck them. You know what we're doing?
Jerry Jeff.
A very Jerry Jeff Christmas. So take all your presents and pull the wrapping off. Shove them up your relative's ass, and you come hang out with us. Do a very
Jerry Jeff Christmas.
I'll rape your aunts. You give me a chance, I'll every one of you. You line up, you put your aunts out there, I'll rape them.
Awkward silence.
Pulled out a little DJ Shadow introducing. First album ever comprised completely of samples.
You mean introducing?
Introducing.
Introducing.
What an amazing album. And we played this quite a bit here on the show, and just, man, it just really, it's thick, it's heavy, and it's all samples, and not just samples, because I was telling Jay.
Isn't this the first all sampled album?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And that's what's funny is nowadays you have to kind of qualify that, because we could do an all sample album right now, and you'd be like, oh, there's that one guy on YouTube that's got that crazy comment, and I'll just download that, and then here's this. All of this is samples from vinyl, so you have to kind of qualify. The introducing album, this is a digger, a guy like us.
I love the cover because it's all about digging.
Yeah, it's a guy like us that, very hip hop minded, obviously, but also just love to dig for crazy stuff, whether it's soul records and funk records, which is kind of the coup de grace. You mix that with like children's records and spoken word and weird shit that you find that's like, what? And then you just take all of that stuff and load it into samplers along with the beats and everything, and you have an album like that before anybody thought that was a thing you did. Anyway, so a record I've been looking for, not in a store, not online, not on eBay. It's a record I've been looking for in my own fucking house for like 6 months, and I've not been able to find it. And I'll go, Jay and Steve, one of you guys probably took this home. You come in here all messed up, and you grab a big stack of records that you brought over, and you probably took this home. And now I can't find my record. No, it was underneath the table, and in the
Under
plastic.
the table.
Where's this plastic? This needs plastic on it.
I don't know. I don't have your plastic.
I think Jay's got it. Now it's over. No, but this was in plastic, and it had chips slid all down in it. I mean, that's why you put your records in plastic. Couldn't find it. It was under here, downstairs, right here. The first Queens of the Stone Age record. Man, one of my favorite records to play on the show, and I've not been able to play it in like 6 months because I can't keep up with my own shit. Is the long and short of that, is I can't keep up with my own shit. And then Steve came over and played record albums.
Well, I played one. I played this record in particular. This is King Crimson's Islands. It's an OG copy from 1972.
Now, I do the Islands
on Atlantic Records. It's not the island cover you're familiar with. You're familiar with the Nebula.
Looks like the space.
It's Space Nebula. I forget which one it is. This is the U.S. release. The U.S. release didn't have that.
So most normal U.S. people that have
and the reissues
have like
that, and the reissues also came with a cool Nebula. I think.
No, really.
But yeah, this is the U.S. release, and the reason I played it is in November they are releasing a box set called Sailor's Tales, I think, and what it is it's the short, underappreciated period of time between the exit of Greg Lake and the introduction of John Wetton. So
Steve, did you say period?
stop. Mom. Mom.
Yes, honey?
You know we were talking yesterday?
Yes, we were.
You know about periods?
Yes, what about periods?
Do you have periods?
Yes. All women have periods.
Tell me.
Okay. Anyways, that period of time. Don't play it. Don't play it again.
Okay. All right. I won't. I won't.
You want to?
I won't.
It's a box set that includes In the Wake of Poseidon, Circus, and Islands. It's really just 3 albums, plus Earthbound, but it's 27 discs.
27
It's a
discs.
box set with 27 discs. I have no idea what it's going to cost. I'm not going to pay it, but that's just bonkers. I
That's
mean,
pretty incredible.
It's really cool though that there's so much live material that they're including. It's like
Sure.
6 discs are the UK and German shows. There's 9 discs of the US live stuff they did.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff you heard on Earthbound, but hopefully they've maybe remastered, because I think Earthbound's one of the worst live albums I've ever heard. I mean,
USA.
USA is bad.
Garbage.
Earthbound's maybe a little better than that.
It's like pissing on a tin roof. USA's awful.
Yeah. Hopefully they can fix that. I don't know if they can, but so anyway, there's this 27 disc release coming out in November of the early stuff. Some great improv stuff in terms of their live recordings.
How much of that do you think is live?
Well, I mean, there's 3 albums and there's 27 discs.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Okay.
When I say discs, though, some of it's like DVDs. There's 2 DVDs. There's a Blu-ray. So it's not just a bunch of CDs. And I don't know if they're doing any kind of vinyl release for this. I would think they would do something, but Robert's never been big into vinyl. I mean, in terms of, because he's always wanted to sound better. And
Kind of talk shit about it. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Kind of known for talking shit about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
By the way, did y'all talk about Jay Thomas dying?
All you Grace Under Fire fans.
He really did.
Yeah, he did. I had to pull out a little Who's Gonna Do. This is the only Who's Gonna Do I have. Warehouse Songs and Stories, specially priced 2-record set, which is some very cool shit. I can't remember the deal with this. It combines a couple of things.
It's like a studio plus a weird.
It's something like that.
I don't know.
But we had to play
Warner
that.
Brothers.
We had to play that because it's the only damn Who's Gonna Do that we had.
I had those. Did you have those?
Grant
The
Hart.
Turtles?
The cartoon?
The Turtles?
The
cart-
VHS?
No. I find them from time to
I got the
time.
whole set of those.
Do you really?
Yeah. Jay's hiding up.
We're talking
Shredder.
VHS
There's a set of 4.
collections over here.
Last but not least.
Yeah, what is this shit, Steve?
Well, I threw on a K-Tel record because it's the only recording I have of Don Williams. I know you have a Don Williams record somewhere.
I do, and
you've played it.
Recently.
But this has a song called Amanda, which is, it was all right. What I really liked was the song before it. This is a compilation, so it's a K-Tel, of course. Little Friend, Lover, Wife by Johnny Paycheck was so classic of that era, almost disco, but yet it's country kind of shit.
Makes you want to buy a fucking van. That's what it does.
It's like, she don't do drugs, she don't tell dirty jokes, but I do, that kind of thing.
Dude, it makes you want to buy a van.
I'm
going to buy a van.
A rape band?
I'm buying a van. Look at this. I've been looking at pictures of them. Look here.
Oh, those Econoline van.
Look at
an
that.
Econoline
Look at
van.
I Googled.
I had a Chevy van.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
What year?
I'm
looking for a G20, like a Chevy G20. Is that what you got?
I don't know. We had a little captain's table that converted down to a bed in the back. If the vans are rocking, don't bother not.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's the kind of. I had a van like that.
I'm seriously gonna get one for my daily driver.
Nice.
I'm just biding my time.
It's a good tailgate van.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put wood paneling and speakers and CBs.
So that
Man.
was what we played.
That's what we played.
We should move ahead.
We should, because we're dilly dallying.
We got. Is there music playing right now? I think there is.
No, it's over. There's another one waiting.
Waiting. We should play the waiting one.
Crying, waiting.
No, it's still playing actually.
Is it? If you're out there, you can swamp it if you want.
I will.
All right. So, dig of the week wise, Steve.
Yeah.
What do you have in terms of dig of the week?
I got like 3 tonight recently, and I got about 3 others that I picked up when I was in A-Town in Athens.
I picked up 2 today.
Athens, GA.
I picked up 2 today, and if you guys knew from a couple of weeks ago, I got 20 records from my mom at the library. So
you got the mom haul.
So I'm collectively picking from those. So I'll do some of the better ones tonight. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna go and do all these. 1, 2,
But I did pick up 2 today.
4, 5, 6. I got 6.
I got 6.
Oh, that's awesome.
We got a busted.
We got a baker's.
busted.
I got a baker's dozen.
Oh, that's funny because that's one of the ones my mom bought.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay. All right, do it. Go 2. Go 2.
Go 2? So I was out tonight with my family, and we hit the Greensboro area.
Okay.
And I know you guys aren't down on McKay's, but every once in a while, I like to go in there and see what they have. They have a lot of stuff that they'll label as scratched. But I of course, open up and look at it. It's like pretty decent. And scratch brings the price down, of course. So I got this fine release. This is the Stray Cats Built for Speed album.
Yeah.
Which, of course, has Rock This Town and Stray Cat Strut on it. You know, it's in decent shape. Stray Cats. I might not get up for that one.
That's a good record.
It's a good record. I like those guys.
I recently picked that up. Cameraman had it, and that's how I know it's such a great record.
This one is still in its original shrink wrap. I got it at McKay's. This is called 10 Years After, Alvin Lee and Company, and it's on Durham Records. I don't think it's like a Pickwick kind of thing. I'm not sure how this falls within the whole line of 10 Years After. There's so many releases.
Right.
But I was really happy to pick this up. Haven't listened to it yet. I kind of have a feeling what it will be. It'll be really good, some British blues.
Oh yeah, that shit's never bad. None of those records are bad.
No. 1972 is when this came out.
Very cool.
Yeah. The last one I'll talk about for now that I picked up tonight, it's just a black case. Do you know what this might be?
It looks like Tool.
This, I don't think this black, this white belongs on here. So, it's just black. What it is it's Spinal Tap
Whoa.
from the movie, I think. It's the music from the movie.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I think I have this on cassette, if I'm not mistaken. So it's got like Hellhole, Big Bottom,
Sure.
I mean, all the songs from the movie. So I was really kind of pleased to be able to get a copy of this because it's kind of
Yeah, man.
fun. It's on Polydor. Yep, Spinal Tap from the original motion picture soundtrack. This is Spinal Tap.
Nice.
All right, man.
And that's what that cover looks like? Just
It's
plain
just
black.
plain black. Don't you
Weird.
remember the movie though? And it was like the
yeah.
release was like we decided to release it in just a plain black.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
had the original cover was like some woman like looking very submissive.
Hey, look, today I took a reporter girl I was with, and we stopped in a Goodwill out in the middle of nowhere, and out of these religious and Christmas records and just bullshit and Lawrence Welk, there was 2 records in here that were Brazilian bossa nova records. Like the text is in Portuguese,
Yeah.
like Brazilian records. Now,
Nice.
one of them, they're both kind of pricey, to be honest. Neither one of these records is under $10. Even at VG Plus, you're looking at 15 a piece from these probably. And pretty damn good looking.
Yeah. Just need to clean it up.
Yeah. So we got one's from '86. And this one's from '72. That's a live record.
Chaitano y Chico.
That's a live record
AI
that's
video.
not really as good because it's more Latin than bossa nova.
But it was $1, right?
Yeah, it's $1, and this was a bossa nova record. So I'm gonna do both of these at once. Pretty cool in a very rural area, bumfuck rural area. I mean, be honest, folks. And out of the blue, and all these religious and Christmas records is just bullshit. 2 certified like Portuguese, Brazilian, bossa nova records and Latin records. It's pretty cool, man. So I had to pick them up for $1 a piece. Worth a listen. Like I said, I think one of them is way better than the other one from doing a little research, but that's okay. We'll make good use of them here on the program. That's all that really matters. And so getting into a few of the records that my mom got me from the library before the library sale really happened. It's something we've listened to here on the show for many years. Been very glad to get into this record. And it was a cameraman record always. So now I have my own copy of U2's War. And probably for me, this War and Joshua Tree are my favorite ones. But man, New Year's Day has a real Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and New Year's Day has a special place in my heart. And I think this is just a terrific rock record all the way around. And now I've got my own copy, and I don't have to rely on cameraman's record to do that.
It's an important record.
It is. It's a very important record, I would say. I don't know. Stu
You
one,
said it.
Steve.
You said
Do one,
it.
Steve.
You said
Do
it.
one, Steve.
Okay, so do you have those photos that I sent you?
I do.
So
I got to change the audio on them.
okay,
You want to do number 1?
I don't know. They're all from the same
Here's
day.
number 1. Everybody be quiet.
It's
Yep.
like number 3. That should be number 3.
That's number 3.
That's number 3.
What is that?
I don't know. It looks like some guys walking through the crowd.
You mean play the other pictures?
You want to play them?
This one.
Okay.
What is
yeah.
that?
So that's Sun Ra Orchestra
Oh, yeah.
performing free concert at the
International Folk Festival.
Folk Festival last weekend in Greensboro. Free concert.
Had no idea they were going to be there.
Everybody should go. Nobody went. Too late now.
I mean, I would have went,
But
but
I dragged my family, and I think most of my girls were pretty bummed to be there. But I told them, I said, look, years from now, you're going to thank me for doing this too. You're gonna,
yeah. So this is
Whatever.
wow. Look
So,
at that.
this band's been performing for 60 years. And it was a great concert. They only played like a set, so they played for about an hour. We missed the top of it, but we caught most of it. And just wonderful to see them perform. I saw these guys back in 1987
Oh, really?
at the Atlanta Jazz Festival. I went to see Miles Davis perform because he was on.
Oh, sure.
Was really happy to see him perform, but when I got there, we were setting up our little area outside in the park, and this band was on stage, and it was I've never seen anything like it before. It was just weird. It was Sun Ra. I didn't know who they were. I wasn't familiar with Sun Ra at the time, but have since familiarized myself with them. And
Sure.
amazing. To me, they're like the parliament of jazz. They're like,
Yep.
they claim to be from another planet. I mean, the leader of the group has died since, but they still had an original member, I think,
Grab yourself one.
leading the group. I think he's 90. He's on in his years.
Oh, he's way up there.
Yeah, he's way
Like
up there.
retarded. Up
Amazing. So I was
I'm sorry?
inspired. So I ran out like either that day or the next day, one of my local stores, whatever it was, and picked up Sun Ra and his orchestra, Thunder of the Gods. Now what this is, I haven't even opened it. It's still its original. I haven't opened it. It's unreleased material from Sun Ra from 50 years ago. I will say it's a little hard on the ear.
Not for everybody.
I think there's a reason some stuff hasn't been released.
Yeah.
A lot of it's a lot of noise that may be a little hard to get through,
Sure.
to be honest with you. In second thought, I love the cover. I don't know if I might have chosen a different album just to pick up a Sun Ra record, you know.
Sure. And you don't see
But
Sun
I'll
Ra records,
definitely listen to it.
even in record stores.
They did
You don't see
play.
it very often.
Calling Planet Earth is on side one, and they did actually do a version of Calling Planet Earth in the show, which was kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I picked that up.
Have you ever seen this on vinyl? Tracy Chapman. And it's got Fast Car on it.
Does it?
Yeah. And I remember that from being a very well mixed, like legit album.
Yeah, that dude could play.
And I looked it up. This is '88 on Elektra. This is a first press. I looked this up.
I bet you there weren't more than one pressing.
Dude, this is pricey. This is pricey shit. People really seek this shit out.
Maybe that's why it's pricey, because there's only one pressing of it.
No, there's more, but I mean, not a crazy amount, but if you think about some of the songs on here, good stuff. I mean, really.
I can only think of one.
But the way I mean, we need to check this out. Because seriously, this has got some legit
Was
music
that
on
before he went on to do the Fun Young Cannibals?
it. Yeah. Yeah, drives me crazy.
Sure it's not Trent D'Arby?
Terrence Trent D'Arby. D'Arby.
I always think he should have got an Arby's endorsement deal.
And Arby's and Trent D'Arby.
Good spokesman to have.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
3 for $5 beef and cheddar guy? Are you telling me, Jay, Terrence Trent D'Arby is a 3 for $5 beef and cheddar guy? Put that on my
But
tombstone.
who's not though?
I'm going to die soon. Put that on my tombstone. I'm not fucking around. I'm not fucking around. Put it on my tombstone. What you got, Steve? I got 2 records.
I got 2 records too.
Okay.
And I got a koozie.
Oh.
I forgot my koozie. Here's my this is very Athens, because it's a Terrapin beer, which is actually brewed in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, I just drank one. It was pretty
Picked up a
good.
nice koozie at Wuxtree. Check it out. Looks just like my t-shirt.
Books. Check them out. Books. Check them out.
So I digged around a little bit. Didn't have a lot of time because that goddamn fucker from App State was with me, and he's not a collector, so he's like standing there while I'm digging. And I'm like, you ever go someplace to dig, and it's like there's somebody with you, and they're like, you like feel this like weight.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah, my wife.
In his desk drawer, how many jars of mayonnaise is there right now? Mayonnaise, jars or packs? Packs of mayonnaise.
But I did find a Caravan record that I didn't have. Decently priced. A promo copy. This is from '76. It's called Blind Dog at St. Dunstan's. And they've always been kind of a tongue-in-cheek band, but one of those prog bands from like the Canterbury scene.
Yeah, sure.
Had never seen it before, but the funny thing is, as soon as I bought this record, I saw it again. I was like, that happens to me a lot. Where I go out and I'm digging, I'm like, I see a weird record, I'm like, yeah, that's weird, and I keep moving, and I see it again and again and again, like 4 times in one like dig session.
Wet.
Last but not least,
Wet.
I always seem to come across a few of these. So, this is Camper Van Beethoven's.
Oh yeah, man, I never see those.
I know.
You always see them.
I know. It's like their 3rd album, I think.
You want to marry Michelle Kennedy?
This is their 3rd album, and it has our local hero, Eugene Chadbourne,
Oh,
has a very important part on. He plays a lot of instruments and took part in playing with the band. For those of you who don't know, Eugene Chadbourne's a local musician. He's an avant-garde.
oh, whoa.
He made an electric rake. So
A what?
make that what you will. Interesting thing about this record, when I was talking with the gentleman from Wuxtry about Camper Van Beethoven, who I'm a big fan. It's one of my favorite bands in college. I knew that Camper Van Beethoven had set up like a local office in Athens. Well, the truth of it is, I think David Lowery, the leader of Camper Van Beethoven, married a girl, and they settled down in Athens. So he lives in Athens, and every year they actually have what's called the Camp Inn at the 40 Watt, which is a club. It's a famous club where a lot of bands made their mark, like REM and whatnot. In fact, Bill Berry's wife, Bill Berry's a drummer for REM. His wife actually owns the 40 Watt now. Anyway, the Camp Inn it's a weekend of music where David Lowery has a night, Camper Van Beethoven has a night where they play, and I think Cracker plays the same weekend.
Huh.
And if you know Cracker, it's David Lowery and one of the guitarists from Camper Van Beethoven and some other artists. They actually play the same set of the same show out west. They call it the Camp Out, and that you actually camp out. It's kind of like a Burning Man thing, but it's not.
Wow.
Doesn't involve burning actually human beings like they did this year.
We'll be right back.
But I'm definitely going to try and go to the Camp Inn next year.
Yeah.
So I would, if you guys want to come with me, it might be a very interesting weekend in Athens. So
Oh, that'd be cool.
that's all I'm going to say. So I was glad to pick up that album. I had this on cassette. I think I recall. Yeah, a bunch of weird songs on it. Nothing really sticks out as something you might remember, but unless you had this record or had this cassette.
Dude, added a Rolling Stones I didn't have. From my mom's library, pre-library sale dollar pickups.
Library.
Rolling Stones Tattoo You.
That's a good one.
Start Me Up. I mean, Jesus.
TNA is really good too.
Little TNA. Black Limousines on here. Dude. What year is that?
81, 82.
Yeah. Start Me Up's a great video.
Good.
It's a very cheeseball video.
Yeah. Good shape for a buck.
Oh, Hang Fire. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So let's show that guy off.
Waiting on a Friend's on here. Oh, look at that. Oh! I'm trimming balls right now. Yeah, show this gate sleeve. 1981. Yeah, we're right. Yeah, show that. That's crazy.
Show it all, Jay.
I'm sure that the Moray effect will really...
Give it the full
the Moray.
four-fold
Oh,
treatment. Okay, Jay.
1981. Yeah, that's my junior year in high school.
I'd already been in trouble for sexual harassment when I was only in first grade. Some girl said I made her feel sad. Let me ask you guys a question, and I'll float it out there to the folks that have the internet. How many likes can you give your cousin's volleyball pictures before your family gets upset? She's a young teenager that has very large breasts and plays volleyball. There's a lot of her pictures that I like about it. And I'm worried that I got flagged. You guys ever get flagged? You like volleyball? How about that's it? Spike!
Does the term flagged originate? Was that before like football, like Kobe?
I'm just saying. It's made me want to gyrate in a minute. Stop me up! So also for $1.
You better give that away before you break it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
In through the outdoor.
$1?
For $1. In the paper.
Which cover is it?
There's
three.
Four.
There's
No, there's
covers.
4, I think.
4?
Maybe 5.
I think that's the most common.
That's the common.
That's the common.
Yeah, but still.
Paper bag though.
So
Still in a paper bag.
bag.
And it's a Zeppelin
Can I-
I did not have.
Can I see the shape of the vinyl?
You'll see it.
They're all pretty good, right?
Oh, God, yes.
They're all like brand new.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Needs
look
to
at
be
it.
clean, but it's nice.
El
Yeah, it's a great record.
El Buckaroni.
That's about
And
as good a
it's
condition.
probably the only major Zeppelin that I didn't have. No, I need the Brown Bomber. Because
do
we
you,
did
do you
the
have physical graffiti?
I've got a copy.
Yeah.
You can have from them.
Brown Bomber. We did the back and forth on the
I got
VCLT,
it.
and you
Yeah,
got that, and I got
it.
the
Yeah.
Zappa.
Good a condition as you can get. You need to get a
Yeah.
plastic sleeve.
So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll be honest, and I'm not even that familiar with that album.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so
you know,
good.
Jimmy was so
Wow,
bad
so-
on heroin at the time.
I like heroin.
John Paul.
My point.
John Paul. It's a very John Paul album. There's a lot of keyboard influence on this album, but there's as much keyboard as there is. There's also some of the most amazing bass lines you'll ever hear in your life.
Well made.
Butt bass.
It's a well-produced album, and John Paul Jones did an excellent job kind of keeping it together during that
Okay.
time.
All right.
Carousel Alhambra is one of my favorites. What?
Butt solace.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with a soda speak and chip chat, so we don't get too damn long. So appreciate you guys hanging with us. We'll be right back here.
What
on,
chips we gonna do?
Groneman
I'm
Records.
gonna look at expiration dates. and pick
Okay,
the-
pick the right ones. We'll be right back in a minute.
See what happens?
Blood from inside of my body comes outside from an opening between my legs. You have a question, Jill?
Yes, I want to know if Susie has periods.
Oh, my ears! She's terrible!
She's great.
You're being too easy on her, Hulk.
I like things to be easy.
Like 10-10-220.
Exactly.
I know 10-10-220 is cheap, but it's easy too.
Yeah, there's no signing up. You just pick up the phone and dial it.
And all calls up to 20 minutes are 99 cents.
Easy and cheap. I'll have to try it. Thank you.
I told you she was great.
You should switch to decaf.
Dial 10-10-220.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
There's nothing we want to watch on TV tonight, but we're still going to watch something great with our RCA video disc player and video discs. Just flip a switch, and on our TV, we see Airplane or the Pink Panther, The Godfather or Grease, Muppets, Monsters, Mickey, MASH, and 100 more, starting as low as $15. And the player costs less than $500. Put it this way, we're watching a great movie, and you're watching us.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Saturday on Give Me a Break, Milton Berle's a pistol packing Prince of Pickles.
They say black people talk funny.
Then on Under One Roof, Spencer pays his tutor to give his mom an after-school lesson in romance.
It cost me $20 to have somebody kiss my daughter.
And on Hunter, a killer stalks his victims with a single word. Saturday.
Hey, you, listen here. I know you've been going to those burger places for lunch, and that ain't cool. You ain't been to Biscuitville for lunch. So the Big E's going to have to club you. Nah, take it easy, man. I want you to try Biscuitville Steak Club. It's big, and it's tender, and it's loaded with lettuce, tomato, bacon, cheese, and pickle on a big old fluffy biscuit. And they have chicken and country ham clubs, too. And that's a whole lot better than some old burger. So come to Biscuitville, and everybody get clubbed. Uh-huh.
Too late, Steve. Trying to get a beer.
No, it's too late.
We've been sitting here for like 7 goddamn minutes, and Steve gets a beer now. So we're gonna do a Soda Speak. And I didn't have anything for Soda Speak, and I told the guy fellas, I was like, hey, y'all find something cool. If we don't, whatever. Jay actually came strong with something.
Who?
Jay brought something.
You did?
But I think it's something we've done.
Yeah, I just brought
it. It was a backup. It was a backup.
So I went. I can get my mic on. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
so I went to a local place that carries a lot of weird sodas because I was in the Greensboro area.
Oh yeah.
It's called Best Way Grocery.
Groceteria.
And they have a lot of these weird sodas, and I picked one up. This is Ipswich Watermelon Soda Pop.
Ipswich.
Ipswich. I don't know much about that. I haven't done research.
England?
I was in
Massachusetts.
From
Massachusetts.
Let's see if it's a twisty. I don't know if it's a twisty or not. Oh, it is.
I'm looking at their soda pop and mustard.
Oh my, that's really sweet.
A lot of sweet. Is it cane sugar at least?
It's sweeter than I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
And see, that would be my concern with a watermelon soda.
Ipswich Ale Brewery.
Yeah. Look at here. Look at all this.
Look at here. Look at here. Okay, they got some sodas.
Yeah.
I saw some other Ipswiches at this.
Got tons of
place.
flavors.
This is the watermelon. So I thought because we're at the end of summer, we're going into fall. Let's try this before it's too late.
Oh, that's good.
It's good. It's a little too on the syrupy sweet side, though. Don't you think? I don't think it's a cane sugar soda. Hello?
Somebody here?
Caller, who's on the phone?
Hey! Cats are doing something crazy.
It's cane sugar.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
A lot of FD Red number 40. Jay, do you want to try it?
I'll be honest. That may be a top 1 soda for me.
Top 1?
This year.
But you've been talking about wanting a watermelon
Jolly
thing.
Rancher in a bottle right there.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Tastes better than that.
It's not as strong as a Jolly
Rancher. Not as sweet to me.
Like a red cream soda, but it's definitely got that watermelon seed flavor to it, you know?
It's a perfect.
It's gone. It's gone. It's the first time ever we killed a soda.
It's a perfect mix.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is a great watermelon soda.
You can get it at Best Way.
It's pretty pricey, like.
No, $1.67, something like that.
It's sweet, but not like pancake syrup sweet, which is what I thought.
No. I thought it was a little too syrupy sweet, but
oh, it could still be less for me. Don't get me wrong, and I would be totally happy. Knock it down to just where it just has a little like one of these of sweet.
Right.
Yeah. Well, every third gulp you get a little bit of. But I know you can't market that. Nobody's gonna produce that.
Right.
That's too much. This is perfect. Oh.
Okay.
That is so good.
Hats off to Ipswich.
Ipswich. And I love that name, by the way. Okay. What are we doing for Chip Chat?
Chip Chat? Well, I've just checked the expiration
we got
dates.
a few things over here to the side.
We got a lot this past date.
Okay.
But I've known, being a Frito-Lay man for a while, these chips are fine.
Sure they are.
We're just going to do the one with the latest. We're going by the latest date.
We're just going to run them out.
And I'm sure this one got passed on a few times because it's probably not something you just want.
Well, the Lays. The Lays knocked us out.
We had to do.
We
had to do the Lays one after the other. This is a weird quinoa thing.
I love quinoa.
I know you do.
I like it in soups and salads.
Well, this is in a straw-like thing. This is, hi, I'm skinny quinoa sticks.
Okay.
Made with chia seeds.
So you're talking like the ingredient list wise here, probably little to nothing. I would assume. Little to nothing in the ingredient list and calories for a chip like this.
Quinoa flour, whole grain cornmeal, rice, white rice flour, brown rice flour, a lot of flour, sunflower and or safflower oil, chia seeds, and sea salt. That's it. So it's a lot of flour, some oil, and some salt. Pretty standard, pretty low, not a lot of crazy shit.
Right. Straws, you say?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Smells like cardboard.
Not bad.
Smells like what?
Cardboard.
Cardboard, Jay
You
says.
taste it? Tastes good.
Oh, wow.
It's not like overly flavorful, like in your face. Like,
reminds me of Bugles.
what do you think about dipping these in like hummus or maybe some cheese dip or something?
Or using them for straws on a soup.
Or cocaine.
Wow, these are good.
You could do cocaine through these.
We done?
What do you think about doing some cocaine right through them?
You could do that.
You could do that.
Hookers and cocaine.
Let's do that. End the show right now.
Wow.
Make a call.
The balance between the saltiness,
And the chia?
the grain, and the structural integrity of the
That's a pretty
device. These things are legit.
It's a pretty decent tree hugger chip. Not that that's a chip. Is that a chip? What is that?
I mean,
stick?
all the way around.
I like it.
They're very good. Wow. Between this watermelon and the quinoa, man.
What a big night.
Couple things that really are on my radar for this whole year, really.
And Jay Thomas died recently.
Yeah.
Jay?
And Jay Thomas. Who's that again?
You like Grace Under Fire?
Is that woman that talks like a man?
Yeah.
Southern woman?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Brett Butler.
Brett Butler.
Yeah.
Former third baseman.
I'm not
Giants.
a fan.
You don't like Brett Butler?
No.
She's from Georgia.
That don't mean I like her.
Probably does. Georgia.
Go Dogs.
So anyway,
I heard from Georgia this week.
Meshach Taylor.
Hey, how about the dog fans taking over frickin' Ara Parsegan Stadium or whatever you call it in Notre Dame? Wasn't that something?
Ridiculous.
Wasn't that something?
A lot of money.
If that ever happens at Georgia, I'm done. Somebody else comes in and takes over half the stadium. Screw that. That ain't gonna happen. I'm very disappointed in Notre Dame for their fan base for doing that. Selling
If you notice,
out.
it was ballers.
They gave up.
Those tickets were pricey.
I'm sure they were.
All of them.
Georgia fans were happy to pay it.
Yeah. But I don't think it was just like Georgia fans. These are like Georgia fans with like private planes. Like legit, like.
Oh, I know. I have a few friends that were there.
Yeah. But not just guys that want to go to the game, but people that are willing to pay
like
$5,000 per ticket.
Yeah, Howard Hughes, I bet, was there.
Yeah. And John Bon Jovi. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on a Friday night.
Is his name really Tico Torres?
Where we're just
You know what? You know what sucks though?
What?
Notre Dame wouldn't let UGA in the stadium.
Policy.
They have a policy against like live animals in the stadium.
No pets.
Fuck y'all.
No pets.
Fuck y'all.
We don't want no feces.
Yeah, take your loss and suck on it.
But we still deal with feces.
They got feces anyway. They got
No way.
feces in the stands. People shitting their pants for what happened.
No. We don't feces except for some of the young ladies. Involuntary feces because it's the first time that they've had anal sex. That's all I'm saying.
Rudy.
So that's what I got to say about it. And I'm important.
That's a good shirt.
So bye.
That's a good show. How long was the show tonight?